This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for December 22nd, 2023. It's currently October 15th, 2023, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. The S&P 500 at the time of its reading, 4,327.78. And the shuffle file for the 22nd reading was created on October 5th, 2023 at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. The overall theme and behavior for the day, this is a mixed day, but there's a significant trade opportunity marked here with the full card on the 1 month. Also, the double X in a lot of cases indicates a significant low, or usually like a lowest low. So it's maybe that we revisit the lowest low here. But there's a notable trade opportunity. We've got the ace of discs in here as well, so that's going to impact the trade opportunity. Behavior around the high volatility and a sharp drop that stands out in that period of volatility. It's somehow made irrelevant though by this nullification. Same thing goes for the low, making the high and the low both nullified, making it a little bit difficult to determine where overall direction. Pretty mixed day, but my sense is that we have an important bottom on a multi-day scale that we want to trade around here, and I'll get into that in a minute. I just want to make sure that everybody's aware of the rule of karma. Everybody that's utilizing this information to profit, if they plan to continue to do so, then they need to follow this rule, because the universe will shut off the flow of abundance through this channel like that to somebody who doesn't do this. You need to make sure that when you profit, you follow through on the end of that profitable trade, and you follow through here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where 5% of the profit should be donated forward to one of these charities, effectively accomplishing the goal of the channel, which is to effectively transmute competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. And with your help and the army of angel investors out there, we're able to do that right here. And then 5% of the profit should be donated back to the channel here through one of these links. Thank you very much. That leaves you with 90% of the money. Make sure to spend that money out of love. As long as you follow those rules, my friends, makes you an angel investor of the channel. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold. Neglect to follow through on the rule of karma, my friends, and you're gonna find out real fast that you won't be able to make money with this info. Like, the universe will shut off the electricity on you or something if it has to. It's like, I've seen it happen, my friends. All right, so in the pre-market, we have this important resistance level, a lot of like choppy behavior in the pre-market, and probably a high there, matter of factly. An important resistance level that's highlighted, maybe the same resistance that's highlighted like midday, but a lot of choppy behavior. And then by the open, we have this like peak that we sell off in the pre-market into the open, pretty notable decline off of a peak, and maybe that we have a low here. My sense is that I would probably open up a partial long position here. And then we rally in the first half hour into key resistance. From that, we break down with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. Really mixed, guys, really mixed. It looks like there may even be, after that decline, there may be like another little bit of a rally to like a peak or crest around 11 o'clock or a little bit before 11. There's a prominent move higher and then a full retracement of that move back down between roughly 11 and 12. Decline, notable decline that starts around 12, followed by somewhere between 12 and 1, an unexpected move to the upside, followed by another significant decline roughly around 1 o'clock, which is from a near overbought peak or crest that we sell off through multiple support levels into a important support level on a multi-day scale highlighted roughly between 2 and 3 o'clock. That ace of discs indicates a good cash out opportunity. So my sense is that this is probably where for a day trade you could close out of a long position. And if I'm wrong, like I said, it's difficult to determine overall trend direction with a nullified high and nullified low. If I'm wrong, then this would likely be a low here, in which case I would add to that partial long position, because it looks like we have a notable move higher at the end of the day, at least in a sideways rotation, establishing support somewhere between 2 and 4, and then towards the end of the day before the close we have a big move higher standing out on a one-day chart. Big move to the upside right around the close, and then sideways fluctuations as we move into the post-market. If I can't do a day trade, what I would likely do, I'd still open up a partial long position here. Right, so if I'm doing a day trade, partial long position open here in the midst of this decline around the open. Partial long position, if this ends up being a low here, this ace of discs, but if it ends up being a high, then I would cash out of that long position. If it ends up being a low, I add to the long position. End of day, in the midst of that big move higher, I close the long positions for a day trade. If I can't day trade, I hold it overnight. I'd hold it overnight, most likely for a high towards the end of the day, and we'll get into that in the reading for the 26th. That's the S&P 500 for the 22nd of December 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really helps out the channel. Most importantly, make sure to follow that rule of karma. My friends, you could have planned ahead for these trades as early as October 16th. You could have watched this video on our website with early access, which you get here under our services, SO Meta Posts. Right at the top. Click here to subscribe. $29 a month, $249 for the year. Really helps out the channel, and it gets you early access to all the posts that come out. Sometimes more than a month in advance, like of more than a month in advance of the posts that come out on YouTube a month in advance. So you're talking like 2 months in advance. Blessings, my friends. Thank you to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.